Hello everyone, I'm Kathleen Mashana. Welcome back to the BTGS Guide to Human Values. The philosophy of evil primarily focuses on the problems of evil, which argues with the evil in the world. The evil in the world is incompatible with God, who is all-powerful, knowledgeable, and perfectly all-good. The theory of evidence is called the evidential problem of evil, which means evil makes it statistically unlikely that God exists, even though it is not proven to be logically impossible. If a God exists that is knowledgeable and powerful, then there would be no evil in the world. There is a significant amount of evil in the world. It is unlikely that such a God exists. In today's podcast, I would discuss how evil in this world, but there is also so much good, and God does exist. In 2022, Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old Iranian woman, died in police custody for allegedly not wearing her hijab, a scarf that covers your hair. Amini's death sparked widespread protests, and under an investigation, a United Nations panel found out that Amini died from physical violence used against her by the state. Mahsa Amini, a beautiful 22-year-old, died from showing a few locks of her hair. The Iranian officials claimed Amini died after suffering a heart attack. Amini's family and the public did not buy the story. Amini's death, which should have never happened, ended up sparking awareness around the world to protest and fight for Iranian women's rights to be equal to men. It is valid to say it was an evil act that killed Mahsa Amini just because a hijab did not fully cover her hair. Also, it is sound to say Mahsa Amini died sensibly because her hair was not being covered. The theory behind the protests began after Mahsa Amini was killed in Iran. Women's rights are at the core of life and liberty. The evidence is the protesters demanded for change to end the mandatory hijab and human rights violations. Logically, Amini's death brought widespread protests across the world and awareness for the rights of Iranian women who deserve the same rights as men. It was evil that Mahsa Amini was murdered just because her hijab did not fully cover her hair. Because of her death, we all band together to help each other bring awareness to Iranian women's rights. There's also a God that allows humans to stick together to help each other in bad and evil times. I will post a link to an article in the episode description so you can read and learn more. Bye, everyone.